This is the fourth in our series looking at artificial intelligence. And in this session, we're going to look at the interaction and the relationship between artificial intelligence and the church and our faith lives, and indeed what it is to be a part of God's creation. Like many churches, this one here uses various technology systems in order to help its work. The computers behind me here control the various systems in the church, the camera systems, and the streaming software that allows us to engage with people around the world. Streaming services from the church here and letting people get involved through the worship on various platforms like YouTube or Facebook. We're using those systems to help us in the work that we do in God's name. How we use artificial intelligence as a part of the church may well develop a lot further than this in the future. We've already thought about how chatbots are used in medicine at the moment in helping to provide therapy. Well, how would we feel if we had online, artificially intelligent pastors who were able to respond to needs, pastoral needs, through online services? And when we think about this and how we provide support and comfort to people in various different ways, at times which may be a challenge for us in providing people to do these things in years to come in the future, well then it raises other important issues about how we see ourselves. The future of artificial intelligence we can only sketch out at this moment. We don't know quite where it's going to develop and whether systems that have artificial intelligence within them might develop at some point in the future some sense of understanding of the decisions they are making, or even of an emotional response of some kind to the decisions that they are making. And this raises for us important questions about who we are. What makes us what we are? How do we see ourselves as part of God's creation, and indeed what it means to be made in the image of God? These are complicated questions that have been asked by many theologians over many years. And they are given a fresh perspective as we think about artificial intelligence and the possibility of artificial consciousness. When we think about that emotional response that a computer system, an artificial intelligent system might have in the future, well, that raises important questions for us and for our theology about how we see redemption and how we see reconciliation. These are important themes within our faith, but they are predicated on that idea of transformation and of change, of us being aware of the decisions that we make and being called into a spirit of repentance, a spirit of turning our lives around, of recognizing harms that we might have done in the past and committing to do better for the future. What we know as human beings is that quite often in our history, we have introduced technology without fully understanding the ramifications of that technology for us, individually, and for society. Without doubt, artificial intelligence is such an area where there may be, at the moment, unforeseen ramifications of the introduction of this technology. And there is a place for us as the church to keep in people's minds some of the ethical boundaries around which we might use and deploy this technology. There are undoubtedly good aspects to how we might use this technology in the future and how it can benefit what we do as the church. But also, there may be dangerous areas in which this technology can be used to manipulate people and to manipulate society. And in those areas, we need to be very careful in how we deploy this technology, being fully aware of how it is used and what those possible ramifications are. Part of our faith is about growing with Jesus, using Jesus' example to us of being very aware of the relationships that are around us and making sure that those relationships are positive, that they are beneficial to all, and that they bring good to society. As far as artificially intelligent machines can do that with us and for us, then they are a great benefit to us. When they are not, then we need to be very wary indeed.